Welcome back to the country, people. So thank you for subscribing, all the new subscribers I have. Thank you for staying with me. I know I'm long-winded sometimes, so I'm going to try to make this one short, try to change it up a little bit. I want to talk about a new product that I picked up from Delta Team Tactical, the Premium Armory Depot. I've been getting emails from them since I think last year. I'd signed up for something on their website, like a free giveaway or something at Christmas time. They usually do that. So it's been about a year since I've been getting their emails and never ordered anything from them. Because honestly, it was a new website to me. I never ordered anything from them before. And some of the prices they had on there were just almost too good to be true, if you know what I'm talking about. Like for instance, what I picked up today is I've been looking at getting into a 450 Bushmaster, 458 SOCOM, 50 Beowulf, some kind of a big bore AR style rifle. I also looked at the Raptor, which is a 308 platform, ar15, which is bigger, heavier. So I kind of wanted to stick with an AR platform if I could. So it was in between those three. So the 50 Beowulf, obviously it shoots a 501 projectile like your 500 Smith & Wesson's does. So if I had a 500 Smith & Wesson and had components on hand, that one would make sense. I don't, so that one didn't. So that one kind of got knocked off the board right out the gate. The 458 SOCOM is like the most common suppressed round because it shoots 458 diameter projectiles, which is basically a semi-automatic 4570 is pretty much what you're getting there. And they average, out of a 16-18 inch barrel, I believe they average below 2,000 foot a second with their 325 grain and their 350 grain projectiles, things like that. So that brought me to wanting the 450 Bushmaster. You know I'm a 460 fanboy, thus the name of my channel being Big Country 460. I love the 460 diameter bullet, which is actually 451, 452 diameter. That's 45, 460 Roland, 460 Smith & Wesson, 454 Cazul, 45 Long Colt, 45 Schofield. They're pretty much all in that general vicinity there. And it just makes sense for me to go with a 450 Bushmaster. Now they have a bolt action that Ruger came out with, so that makes rounds very common. So the rounds have been coming out for the 460 or the 450 Bushmaster. They've been actually producing rounds for it now. So there's a lot of variety out there that you can just go pick up off the shelf. Not so much with 450 SOCOM and 450 or 50 Beowulf. So that's where we're at here. Okay, so what I did was this email come across and I looked at it and said, I'm going to roll the dice on this company. If I lose the money, my own fault. You know, fool me once, this would be my first time to be fooled. So I'll give them a shot. And contacted them after I made my order. I had a little problem not getting a confirmation on my order emailed to me because I had some problems setting up an actual account. And they contacted me back right away and said, there's no problem with your order. It's coming through. You should be having it within, 8 to 10 business days. And I said, well, it's an upper. And they said, well, we got to assemble those, so it's somewhere 4 to 6 weeks. They had this to me in a week and a half. So at that 10-day mark, they had me an upper. That's all I ordered was the upper and bolt and carry. So they have a strip or a complete upper on their website right now. It's on sale for $189.99, 190 bucks. That is your complete upper. Now this is my brass catcher, but for the complete upper, no scope, no handguard, it's just no forward grip. So you get pretty much everything else. You get your just a blanket, no bolt and carrier in your receiver, barrel, gas block, gas tube, muzzle brake, and a key mod handguard, which I'm not crazy about key mod, but for the price you can't beat it. And then I would say, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I've got a bolt and I got a carrier. I can order a bolt. Well, then I'll scroll down after I added that to cart, and for 89 bucks they had the bolt and carrier. It might have been 69 bucks. It was 89 marked down to 69. So basically I got into this for $240, $260, something like that. I'd have to go back and look at my actual receipt to see what it was, and it was free shipping to boot. Got it to me, and got it all put together. I just stuck it on one of my other lowers. Had this scope. This is just a Bushnell AR Tactical 223 scope, but it's a first focal plane, and I like that. It's a 1:4, and so far it's holding up. And I got it in a quick detach side mount there scope. All right, so we're empty, by the way. I got a mag here where I've been shooting. So what I've been loading in this thing is I have been loading 230 grain 45 ACP bullets and getting 2,240 feet a second out of this thing. And it's an 18-inch barrel. That's 2,240 feet a second out of a 45 ACP bullet. That is smoking, and they're jacketed hollow points. And I'll insert a clip right now of the group that I shot at 50 yards after sighting in at 15 yards. I just got it on paper at 15 yards, centered up, backed up to 50, shot, and you'll notice it's low, but I didn't adjust my sights. I just wanted to see what kind of group it would put down with a 45 ACP bullet. So that's the picture you're going to see right here. All right, so that is the group that this thing is putting down at 50 yards out of the box. Done nothing to it, done a little bit of mild hand loading for it, and that's just using 42-27 powder. It was the first, I had some of that on hand. I've got plenty of the 45 bullets on hand because I shoot them in a lot of different calibers. Loaded them up to factory mag overall length, what they suggest in the AR book that I have. I think it's made by Lyman. It's a little AR book. It's only 4 ARs is basically what it is. Loaded it up, cycled beautifully, about middle of the roads where I like to start my charges. Cycled beautifully, and I noticed that they were, point of impact was pretty good, so I backed up to 50, put that group down, and I am pretty impressed with it. So as far as magazines, so and I put this this is a Strike Industries solid because I didn't want the recoil to collapse my stock. That's why that's on there. But that is a really good stock off of eBay as well. For 36 bucks, it's a modular adjustable stock. You just have to take the screw out and adjust it to your length pull and set it and forget it. It's a nice little stock for the money. All right, so this is your bullet. Loaded in the mag, and these are some factories. That's all I had left. I'd already shot on my hand load, so I was going to show you the factory round. This is a factory Hornady Black, and it's loaded with a 250 grain FTX bullet. And these are moving out of my barrel at almost 2,300 feet a second. So I know I'm below what this load data is, but they're flattening primers on their factory loads too. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm at with the 2240. Okay, so what I done was I got some Colt magazines. I bought, I think I bought 6 of them. A local pawn shop had a bunch of them stacked up that they had bought from somebody. And he just sold them to me fairly cheap for Colt magazines, you know, $12 a piece. Well, I bought a bunch of them. I bought all 6 of them because it's a straight set and you can get 5 rounds in one of these, and this is a 20 round or a 15 round little mag. They sell on eBay, or some other dealers sell a follower that you have to replace, and all I did is pop it out, put the follower in it, and holding great. They don't push all the way through, and it's a factory GI mag, so it's working perfectly. But basically this is just a little shout out to Delta Team Tactical. If you don't know them, I'll put a little link in the description, or maybe just on the screen, a little quick link that tells you where to find them. For the money that I spent for this upper, you can't build this rifle for that. The barrel would cost you as much as I spent to build the whole upper. And I didn't have to build it. It came totally complete, which I was totally fine with having to build one. But I'm pretty impressed with the product. It's Aero Precision upper to boot. It's their stripped down Aero Precision, so it looks basically like a mil spec with a little A on it, is all it is. It's not like the full billet Aero Precision. It's got a mid-length gas system. It's not a rifle length, not a carbine length. It's a mid-length gas system. So you have a little bit of play there, but the recoil on it is not bad. That mid-length, my buddy used to have a carbine length one, and it would kick the snot out of you. I don't know what the deal was. I guess it's just bad over-gassed. This mid-length is perfectly capable. It's perfectly lined with gas, so I mean the shells come out exactly where they're supposed to, around 3, in between 3 and 4 o'clock. They come directly out. Follow my brass catcher perfectly, and yeah, it's just a good little setup. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. Snap onto your old, on the original lower you already have, and go shoot. No, I mean standard buffer weight, standard spring, standard everything, and for 260 bucks, you're in business. That's with the bolt and carrier and upper when they have the sales that they put on, and they will randomly put on sales pretty often actually. So matter of fact, I bought this I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever I bought it, and it went off sale, and I got an email today that they're back in stock, and they're 189 bucks for the upper, and the bolt and carrier I believe is still going to be around that $69 to $89 mark, somewhere around that. So check them out if you have a chance. I'm not going to shoot it for you today. That would make this video way too long, and I've already shot it and I'm out of hand loads, and I really don't want to shoot the factories because I use these for measuring my overall lengths and just having some other things. There's only, I think there's 4 rounds in here, and I keep those 4, so that way I just have some backups. Other than that, maybe whenever I get some loaded rounds for it, I'll take it out and do a shooting video with it. But yeah, that's it. Besides for the little brass catcher there, sorry about that, but I already got my brass out of it, and yeah, can't beat it, man. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching.